Oh, hello, Michelle.
Hi, Tatyana. How are
Hello.
you?
Good. How are you?
Great. Guess what? You and I actually work together. We work for Girl Scouts of the USA. I don't know if you
Oh,
know that. We're always
oh, well,
trying
it's
to.
good to talk to you again.
It is. Of course, people look at me then and they feel now. I get the same reaction.
Well, thank you so much.
Now, can you please tell our readers your story?
Sure. So a little bit about Can you hear me? Okay.
Yes.
Okay. All right. So a little bit about my story was that I was born in St. Petersburg, Russia, with spina bifida, and so that's where you have a hole in your back and your spinal column is sticking out. And for me, being born in Russia in '89, I didn't get any medical treatment as soon as after I was born, and so because of that, my birth mom could not take care of me, and so shortly after that, I was put into orphanage number 13 to live out what it may have been a short life. And being here at the Toyota Summit, we're talking about mobility and impossibilities, and I feel like when I was born, a lot of impossibilities was imprinted on my forehead. But for me, life was about you know finding my own possible. So in the orphanage with no medical treatment for the first 6 years, I learned to walk on my hands and scoot around because I wanted to be just like all the other kids. And my 6th year changed when my mom happened to walk through the door, and that forever changed my life. Being adopted, I had a lot of firsts happen coming into the United States. I got involved with sports for the first time. I went to school for the first time. I and through life, I learned a lot about being involved with the local sports program. I learned how to be healthy, and I learned how to be independent. And through that, I was gaining strength and learning to be in my community. And I found lots of possibilities in life. And then I had a dream of becoming an Olympic athlete. And at the age of 15, I went to my parents and I said, I want to become an Olympic athlete. And my parents said, okay. And for them, there was no word impossibilities in my household. And so at the age of 14 and a half, I tried out for the Paralympic Games in Athens, and I won a silver and I won a bronze. And from that moment on as well, I learned there's no word impossibility. The only impossibles are the ones that you set yourself. And you know, I had many possibilities in my life as well, especially going through high school, when I wasn't allowed to participate in high school sports, and I fought that, and now it's federal law. And starting college in 2009, I became a marathoner. People thought it was impossible for me to win a marathon, and here I am winning 17 major marathons. And I've never ever saw myself as living life impossibly. It's always been possible, and I've always been very mobile in my dreams and moving forward in the way I wanted to in life.
Now, you also do winter sports too, correct?
Yes, I also did a winter sport, and that was a very interesting story in itself. So, when I found out that the games were going to be in Sochi, I came to my mom's office and I said, "Mom, like, do you know where the next games are going to be?" And she said, "Yeah, they're in winter. Like, what do you want to do? Do you want to commentate for NBC?" And I said, "No, I want to be part of the Paralympic Games in Sochi." And she said, In what?" And I said, "Cross country skiing, it's perfect." And I said I had the endurance and I had the strength, and why not? And it was probably one of the hardest things I've ever learned. I had to leave a sport I knew and completely move to Colorado and learn how to cross country ski. And the technique was the hardest part to learn. And I had three chances to make the team, 3 World Cups in Germany, and it was one of the hardest things I've ever done. A lot of people told me it's impossible for a summer athlete, for a track athlete to come and try to do cross country and learn that in 1 year. And it was really, really difficult. I almost missed the games because I didn't qualify. And it was a dream of mine to have my adoptive family and my birth family at one competition, and I did not want those dreams to be let go. And so I forgot kind of, the negativity and people telling me that it was impossible, and I said, you know what, this is going to be possible and it's going to be an amazing story. And it was such a fulfilling experience to make the team and to ski out in Sochi and to have my birth family and my adoptive family at one competition. It was a dream of mine ever since I was 7 years old, and I made that possible, and everyone thought, no way, she can't do it. And it was a cherry on top, winning a silver medal in the cross-country sprint.
Now, what is the Toyota Mobility Summit?
So the Toyota Mobility Summit is, it's just amazing. It's, I got to share my story, and, Toyota they are one of my sponsors, and they are, not only, it's about telling that there's no impossibles in life, and that everyone is mobile, and it's about sharing technology and support of how we can all be in one community together living life. And it was just amazing just to see the new technology that's coming out, and it's amazing to be part of it. And as a sponsored athlete, it's just amazing where the future is going to take us, and that there is no impossibilities in life, and that they're showing that through the world of technology. Technology is absolutely